Hey, beautiful people, all praises to the Most High. Happy Sabbath. Today we're going to talk about Christ, the morning star, Revelations 2 and 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. Even I have received of my Father. Revelations 2 and 28. And I will give him the morning star. Revelations 2 and 29. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. Do you know what Christ means when he says, I'll give him the morning star? Have you even noticed the morning star? Like a lot of us go on our day to day and we don't notice the morning star. All right? Okay, because when you go on your day, especially in fasting and praying or just on your regular day, and those of you who experience this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll have the sunlight shining on you, and you'll have another light beaming from the sky shining on you, different from the sun. That is the morning star, and that's in the morning because Christ is the morning star. And that's what he tells you, and I will give him the morning star. But let's continue because also it's a spiritual thing, right? It's a spiritual thing to know about stars. A lot of people don't know that you're born with stars, your destiny. Every single person who came on the earth is born with a star. Now, and we're going to further prove that when in Matthew 2 and 2, saying, Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. Right? Revelations 22 and 16. I, Christ, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. You should know the bright and morning star. But listen to pagan Christians who took this, a morning star, which is Christ, which you see it is a light, and made it into an image, something carried up upon the neck or upon clothes. Amos 5 and 26. But you have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and shewn your image, the star of your God, which you've made to yourself. So do you see the imitation of the star? The morning star, Christ being the morning star. He's the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. And you see the morning star in the morning. All right. But the Israelites who were practiced paganism, who were right in their own eyes, wise in their own eyes, they made Moloch, as in Amos 5 and 26. All right. Now let's go to Matthew 2 and 7. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired them diligently what time the star appeared. Okay, what time the star appeared? Remember, these wise men, most likely they were in fasting and praying because people were wise back then, and they seen the spiritual aspect of Christ's star in the sky before he came, his destiny, and he said he had a bright destiny, a bright purpose to be on the earth. That's why they left from where they were to follow this bright star. You get it? This was spiritual. And Herod was an agent of Satan. You know that? Well, if you didn't, I'm telling you right now. When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they had saw in the east went before them till it came and stood over where the young child was. Okay? You see, they followed the star. John 3 and 19. And this is the condemnation, that life is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. Which is the truth? John 8 and 12. Then spoke Christ again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Yeah, you would be waiting on the morning star to shine his glorious light on you, and you wouldn't be waiting to make your calling it the Star of David. No, he says, I am the root of the offspring of David. I am the bright morning star. All right? And you can see the morning star in the morning if you want to. Pay attention. It's the lack of ignorance and perception around you why the devil wins. And we got to be more informative about his schemes and about spiritual things. John 12 and 46. I am come a light into the world, that whosoever believes on me shall not abide in darkness. 2 Peter's 1 and 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto you do well that you take heed, as unto a light that shines in a dark place, unto the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts. What's the day star that arises in your hearts? The morning star. All right. And spend some time outside, please. Spend some time outside. All right. Isaiah 50 and 4. The Lord God has given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. He wakens me morning by morning. He awakens my ear to hear as the learned. All right. And I'm going to go here for a second. Now, this is important. Mark 13 and 35. Watch ye therefore, for you know not when the master of the house comes, at evening or at midnight or at the crowing in the morning. Because remember, there's different time zones in all the world, right? So we're not all going to have the same time. Hosea 8 and 12. I have written to them great things of my law, but they were counted unto them as strange things. Now, let me go here about stars.
Transfer it. Put another thing in the child. Now, some of these children, you transfer their destiny. Some of them are supposed to be like what and what in life. Everybody come in life with stars. But because of the ignorance of the mortal people, they doesn't see those stars, so we see it earlier. So some of them, they're supposed to be very rich, mighty men, and some of them that will be disturbance or warriors to disturb our kingdoms in future. We therefore seize the opportunity of their ignorance and transfer those stars so that at the end of the day, they will be useless. So, some of the children are supposed to be mighty men, rich people, huh? Yes. But you transfer their star. Yes. In your kingdom. Yes. So when you transfer it, that means you remove the good star, you put a bad one. When we remove the stars, we give them the one we have uses. That one will be the one to give them troubles in life. But the rise of star we cannot remove. We cover them. So now, many men are born with stars. Yes. But because of their ignorance,